Hey there, welcome to the Inwerken Capstone, where we're going to show you connecting our Microsoft Teams with the SAP, featuring myself, Austin, Elliot, Olson, and Matt. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the problem that we got. We needed to figure out a way to give users a way to interact with issues inside of Microsoft Teams. These issues need to be sent as notifications, and the data in the issues should be editable. Well, the only way we could do this was with a bot.
We were given a rough idea of how we were going to have the data connect to our bot. In the tech stack, that'll be shown in a following slide. One of the problems that we had to tackle on was how we were actually going to design our bot, and specifically how it was going to interact with Microsoft Azure, where it would be hosted. So overall, what we needed to accomplish was gather data from the SAP cloud, figure out how to get that through the Azure cloud into our bot system, get the bot to display the data, and find a way to send it back to SAP.
All right, so the tech stack we have here at the bottom left, there's the Inwerken Easy Redmine system. This is their system, the issue tracking system. And there, once an issue gets created, it gets sent into the SAP cloud. And then in the SAP cloud, that also sends via a cloud event to the event grid. And then the event grid is just an event broker, I guess to say. And that just forwards the message on via webhook to our web app. And that web app is hosted in Azure. Then inside of that web app, we process the data like we need, we format the data to send it to a card, and then we send it off to Microsoft Teams. So now Elliot will show us a demonstration on how the bot works and what it looks like.
Okay, so to demonstrate, I'm going to show you a simulated event coming from SAP BTP. This is the link that we'll post to, which is our event grid topic, and this is what we have that receives webhooks and forwards them onto the bot. Down below here is the cloud event formatted data. The top section here with all these headers is fairly static, and then the bottom data is rather dynamic, and we're focused on these fields here where we parse the data and fill the card out. So go ahead and send that, and shortly we'll get a notification from Teams. Status is 200, which means it's okay. You can see in Teams here that we have the new issue created, which you can see over here. We have the ability to leave a comment. We have the ability to edit fields. I'll go ahead and edit some of these so you can see. And I don't need to edit all of them, so I'll leave it like that. Send it on its way. And where we send it to is a message queue on SAP in the HANA. So I'll go try to receive it and consume it. Here we have very similar information. The issue's been updated. It came from our bot. And here you can see the information did change. And that is what they will use.
Now, to conclude, there are a couple things we wanted to talk about. The first thing we want to talk about was the limitations of the framework while developing this. Editing was not very elegant, especially currently. Other things we can talk about are the future implementations that can be improved upon. Right now, we have the event grid schema going into our event grid, when in reality it needs to be the cloud event schema. That would be a future update. One of the biggest things that we learned while creating this project really was that learning was by far the greatest challenge and took the most time. We had never worked with this kind of products before, so trying to figure out how to implement everything together and see how things data flow together, things work together, was very time consuming and a lot of learning, to say the least. And finally, we believe I can speak with everybody here that we immensely enjoyed this project. It was a great time, and we learned a lot, especially through this capstone. I thank you for watching this video, and I hope you have a great night.